They're seekers of style, knowledge, and all that good stuff. Joe here from Style by Joe with an episode of Grow With It. And today we're going to go over your March to do gardening checklist. And I can't believe it's March already. It seems like just yesterday I was talking about the things to do in December and January to winterize your garden. And I'm here talking about planting for the spring. And the first thing that I want you to do, I want you to inspect your garden decor. Anything that was left out or anything that was put away. Make sure it's in pristine condition to go out into the garden. Sometimes I think the garden decor, whether it's a bird bath or a bird house hanging from a shepherd's hook, is as important and brings us as much joy as what actually is in the garden. Number 2 is once the ground starts to defrost, you need to start planting those spring bulbs. I mean, you want them to come up on time. To me, the spring bulbs really mean that it's here. I can see, I believe that they're hyacinths popping up out front, and I still have mounds of snow over here. So I'm excited that spring is definitely on the way. Number 3 is you want to add compost to your flower beds and to your vegetable beds. That compost provides important nutrients and minerals that the plants need to come up healthy and strong. And well, if you're planting, why not take care of the plants that you're planting? Number 4, it's time to sharpen up your pruners, your loppers, any of your cutting devices. You need to get ready for spring because, well, a little bit further on, I'm going to go over some things that you should be pruning and cutting back right now. But before that, number 5 is it's time to clean out the flower beds. Get the old grasses, the old leaves, those twigs, get them out there and ready to look good as soon as those flowers come up. Speaking of that, number 6, I went over during the winter time to leave the ornamental grasses, even if they were dried, to leave them out because it's going to secure your bulbs. It's going to prevent some heat and warmth from the cold. But now it's time to cut that all back, to cut down the grasses because they're soon going to start to bloom, to grow, and you want to get all of that dead grass out of there. It's also time, number 7, to prune back your fruit trees. We've gone through the winter. We've basically gone through the hard frost. Get the dead branches out of there. Cut it back so you know that the energy is going to be faced on one specific area instead of spindly areas that aren't going to produce fruit. Number 8, it's time to clip back the perennials. Anything that you haven't clipped back yet needs to be done because, like I said, the flowers are soon going to start to bloom. Speaking of your perennials, number 9, it's time to divide your perennials. I used to love having tiger lilies and anything in that family that could be divided. Some I would keep and plant around the house, and some I would give to neighbors and friends. Number 10, it's time to add mulch. You want to make sure that everything is covered. The mulch is the layer of protection that you need. And number 11, whether you live in a warmer climate and you're going to start it outside or in a cooler climate, you can do this on a windowsill or in a non-heated greenhouse, is it's time to start your leaf seedlings. Leaf? It's time to start, that was a good one. It's time to start your lettuce seedlings. I love lettuce in the spring and summertime. This is the perfect time of year to start it. And like I said, if you live in a warm area, you can start it outside. If you live in a cooler area, start it inside, but it's time to start it. Hey folks, this was Joe from Style by Joe. Today I went over my Grow With It episode of your March to do gardening checklist. I also gave you a little blooper there because I'm not going to edit that out. Might as well enjoy a laugh. I tell you all the time, all my social media is listed below. If you're following me on one, you should probably follow me on another. Speaking of what you should probably do, I certainly hope by now that you've hit that subscribe button so you get the videos as they come up. If you hit the bell, it's going to give you the notice as soon as it comes up so you don't have to go searching. Folks, stay stylish. I'll talk to you soon.